What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the Tuah crypto scandal that is taking the internet by storm. So buckle up, because it's a doozy. I just want to add a few disclaimers before we dive in. Number one, I have a lazy eye. It is from there we go. I have a lazy eye. I have cerebral palsy, and it was just something I was blessed or cursed with, depending on the day and how I feel about it in the moment. So yes, that is the proverbial elephant in the room, and I understand it. So let's be adults and not comment about it, okay? Before I forget, when I get deep into thought about something and I'm just rambling, I tend to look up and go like this, like, don't be an ableist turd, okay? It's just something I have to bear. If you have a problem with it, call the hospital that delivered me and talk to that doctor because it was her fault, all right? We all have crosses to bear. Do you want to learn or not? Okay, let's get back to the video. So I knew nothing about crypto. I have never been into crypto. I've never been into like digital currency. The closest I ever came to it was, well, I can't even get into that right now because that's not necessarily something I should talk about. But being the chronically online whore that I am, my algorithm is obsessed with this right now. Okay, so I did a little bit of a deep dive, and I'm going to try to explain it to you in layman's terms as best as I can, because I am just fascinated by this, and I think that people need to know about it. And so let's dive in. Before we get into the whole crypto scam of it all, I want to provide some context and a little bit of background information just in case you are not aware of who Haley Welsh is. So in June 2024, she was interviewed by Tim and DTV in Nashville, Tennessee. And it was pretty much like an on the street style interview where somebody just comes up and asks, a random person a question. And honestly, the question started off innocently enough, but it was actually Haley who asked for more like spicy questions, right? And the interview inevitably asked what she does to please a man in the bedroom. And her response, which is now her infamous catchphrase, was, "You got to give him that huck to and spit on that thing." And if you haven't seen this video, I will go ahead and insert a clip here.
You gotta answer this. You gotta.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck to and spit on that thing.
You can imagine that video shot her into instant fame and notoriety, and boy did she capitalize on it, which I don't fault her for that, because as the saying goes from our Lord and Savior Azalea Banks, you would do it too for a check, right? So more power to her. Now, the girl decides that she's going to get into the crypto game, because that's worked out so well for, people who aren't billionaires already. And she decides to develop a meme coin, which I didn't even know those were a thing. Apparently, they're like the trashy version of crypto. Like, they're basically like the reality TV version of crypto. I still don't really know, like, what a Dogecoin is or what the hell. I don't care. I literally don't care. But I care enough about it to make this video, I guess. So that's cool. But the Dogecoin sounds like something Mario collects to me. Whatever. To each their own, I guess. But she develops this meme coin. She calls it the Hawk Tuah coin. And she basically, starts promoting it to her fans, saying, "Hey, get in on the ground floor. You're going to want to do this. Get your bag," that sort of thing. And, people are suckers for influencers. She's got a loyal following. Like, people are going to listen to her, even though it's very clear, that you can tell that she's not very wise in crypto. Like, she's the last person I would go to if I wanted to invest in cryptocurrency, but, whatever. And she develops the Hawk Tuah coin, and that drops on December 4th. Okay. And on December 5th, CoffeeZilla, a popular YouTube personality, known for, just investigating scams and things of the crypto world. And he drops a video called "Exposing the Hawk Tuah Scam," wherein he talks about the tweet from Bubble Labs, or Bubble Maps, sorry, which I will insert here, which talks about how 96% of the supply is controlled by one cluster. Now, that was all like, that might as well have been applied physics to me, because I didn't understand it at all. But thankfully, due to some extensive research, I've kind of got like a grasp on it. So basically the supply is the whole like cryptocurrency in general. So basically the meme coin itself, and a cluster is identified as one person or individual. So that basically means that, or not one person or individual, one group or individual. So that basically means that one group or individual controlled 96% of the cryptocurrency, which basically let them manipulate the market however they see fit. And so this led CoffeeZilla to wonder if they, well, to hypothesized that they were going to do what's known as a pump and dump, which is basically what they did. In where Haley, or Hawk Tuah, got the word out to her followers, told them to invest, got them all hyped up about it, and got notoriety out there basically, and drove up the value of the meme coin. And then once it launched, then the top investors would sell, and gain a profit, leaving the people at the bottom at the totem pole just SOL. And that's exactly what happened. And CoffeeZilla even went on a Twitter space, or now X space, I guess you would call it, and got on with Haley and her team, where they basically did a bunch of dancing around, passing the duck, kind of gaslighting, and just trying to save their asses, right? And it actually culminated in this really funny viral moment where Haley gets on, and well, let me backtrack up. First, when he gets on CoffeeZilla, he tells them this has got to be one of the worst launches in crypto history, and she immediately attacks him. She's like, "Then what the bleep are you doing on here?" And so that really sets them off. And it basically goes back and forth where they're just gaslighting him and not answering any of his questions. And if they are answering it, they're beating around the bush and dancing around a lot and not really getting to the point of answering the questions. And it all culminates to this viral moment where Haley just hops on and she's like, "Anywho, I'm gonna get off here and go to bed."
These that are being generated, there's an actual
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Because she knows she's fucked. Like, she knows she's fucked. And she doesn't know what she's talking about. So it's probably all boring to her. I mean, come on. She just took some bad advice from her team. And it's moments like these where I'm glad I'm not famous, because oh man, I'm a cult leader's wet dream. I really am. I am waiting to be somebody's best friend. I'm waiting for somebody to be obsessed with me. So we'll see how this whole YouTube venture goes. But yeah, now she's being investigated by the SEC, and did make a really crappy apology video, just kind of blaming bad advice from our team, which in reality, like I mentioned before, could be the truth. But we need her to take some accountability, because people end up in prison for things like this. I believe the max is 5 to 10 years. So I don't know. It'll be wild to see what happens, though. I can tell you that. And that's all I know for right now. But if I get any more updates, I will keep you guys updated. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're on my YouTube. If you're on any other platforms, follow me. And if you're on my YouTube, hit the bell so you get notified when I post my next video.